I have a wig ready, I have makeup on me, on my face and stuff. And okay, like this, I wasn't wearing this, like I was wearing my outfit for what I was supposed to do. So today I was supposed to go for a photo shoot, and this photographer tells me that they're 2 hours for me to get ready. So I'm like dressing up, you know, I'm dressing up. I'm dressing up and I'm getting ready for a photo shoot, and I go shower. I'm just like, okay, let me go live, since like today we're gonna do a photo shoot for One Relax. And then I go live on Instagram, and I decide to do a makeup tutorial on Instagram. If you guys are interested, like, you can go and check out on Instagram today, me doing a makeup tutorial. I'll probably like convert it to IGTV. I don't know, I'm still gonna figure that out and see if I can convert it. If not, then you can just, you know, check it out today if you don't miss out on it. So I do a makeup tutorial, like I'm showing people how I do like my everyday makeup look, and how I just keep it simple, down to earth, looks natural and stuff like that. Like, it looks like I don't wear any makeup, but I actually did put on a lot. Well, I did put on makeup, but it's more neutral and, you know, it's down to earth. So I decide to so I'm just like, okay, for my personal Instagram page, I do a live video of me doing a makeup tutorial for showing people how I do my everyday look. Because yesterday I was talking about, you know, buying you know, more expensive makeup that's going to last you for a longer time, compared to buying cheap makeup that's not going to last you for a very long time and stuff like that. So in that makeup tutorial, I used makeup that, you know, has lasted me for years and stuff, and it's the same thing, and I still like fit into the current trend of today. I don't buy trendy makeup, I buy, you know, basic makeup, so that I am always up to date with whatever current trend is. Like, I basically believe in, you know, work with what you have. So that's what I did for my personal Instagram channel. And then my shop channel, I decided to like show people how I do my hair and how I put on my wigs, and, you know, I was just talking about hair. So like, I was just like, wow, I did so much today, and I was so happy. But then I contact, like, this dude is still quiet after 3 hours or 2 hours or so. And then, yeah, after 3 hours, he's still quiet. Like, he hasn't said anything. He hasn't said, oh, I'm here and stuff like that. Like, I already sent him my address so he could come and, you know, pick me up, and then we'd go for the shoot. And then I was like, whatever. I was still chill, because I'm just like, okay, let me just check out these videos that I have on Instagram and see how it goes and stuff like that. And even me, when I was watching my videos of me doing all this hair tutorial and makeup tutorial and stuff like that, I was just like, wow, this is pretty cool. This is really, really good and stuff. By the way, I'm wearing a top. So yeah. So I was just like, wow, this is pretty cool. It's pretty decent and stuff like that. Like, I really like these videos. I'm even being entertained by these videos, the live videos that I made for Instagram. And then it's already 5. Okay, like, he told me at 12 that I have 2 hours. It's already 5. That's 5 hours. So I'm like, where the hell are you? And then he tells me he's not coming anymore because something just came up. So you can imagine how pissed off I am, hey? But this is not the first time. Like, I have a problem with South African photographers. You know, like, they're just not serious for days. Yeah, and you know, this is a very big problem that I just have a problem with when it comes to photographers and stuff like that. I don't know if it's an African thing or what. I understand when an African says 2 hours, then he said you have to give an African extra 2 hours. So that's why I was a bit chilled. But you don't even inform me how, like, you canceling and all that stuff. Now that shit pissed me off. Like, I was pissed. Hey, like, I was so pissed. I still am. I'm pissed off at the dude. Like, it was just so unprofessional. I just, man. To some extent, I'm just like, okay, let me just get a white photographer, like, legit, cause this always happens. Always, my experience with photographers in South Africa, South African photographers I've never had any good experience at all. None at all. Like, there's this photographer that I took pictures with. The pictures turned out very well, but then, last minute he tells me that, hey, Joy, like, he doesn't even tell, like, he tells me, oh, so for these particular pictures, I'm gonna charge you this much and blah 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 blah. I'm like, yo, dude, I thought you were helping me out, and I thought you understood that I was gonna pay you once I get paid. Or I thought, like, he didn't tell me up front that, okay, this is how much I charge for this, how much I charge for this. I got pissed off. I'm like, how unprofessional is that? You know? And this is an upcoming photographer. Like, he doesn't have a profile, one. He doesn't have, he's not like on point. We were both learning at the same time, So he doesn't have a portfolio, he doesn't have a profile. In Malaysia, what I know is that if you're a photographer and you don't have a profile, you don't have a portfolio for pictures, or you haven't had any experience or taking pictures with other models, then it would be a great opportunity to build your portfolio by taking photos for free and also, helping out a model and stuff like that. So, like, that's what happens in Malaysia. Like, that's a normal thing. Africa, it's something else. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, legit. South Africa, I don't know what's going on, but it's just killing my vibe completely. And, that just disappointed me with the photographer. But anyway, at the end of the day, I got my pictures. I didn't pay shit because, like, he didn't inform me that, oh, you charge this much. Otherwise, I would have prepared, And, the funny thing is, he was saying that the photo shoot was like for 2 hours. And before we started, I was like, I want to get some water, to buy some water and, just drink a little bit of water and stuff like that. And, he was like, no, let's just finish the shoot and all that stuff. Okay, so we were taking pictures. And I was like, okay, finally, we are done with taking pictures. Let's go. So we went to go and eat lunch. So when we went to go and eat lunch, after eating lunch, I was like, okay, so we have to go to the next location for photo shoots and stuff like that. He was like, but I'm so tired. Can we do it another day? You can imagine how pissed off I was, hey? Like, this is another photographer. You can imagine how pissed off I was, hey? Like, I'm just like, because, I'm all about time. And fine, you can waste, like, I don't mind it if somebody wastes my money, but if you're going to waste my time. Before, I used to be like so cautious about money and everything, but now it's like, money comes and goes, but time, like, that's what pisses me off. Like, if you waste my time, yo, and I'm like, the nerve of this dude, hey, like, to say that, oh, can we do a shoot another day? But I was like, whatever, let me just be lenient and nice and stuff like that, and blah blah blah. And for me, and that was the time when maximum productivity with minimum effort was my thing, was my philosophy, and something that I was new and excited about. I think the mistake that I did is that I should have just said, no, we have to do the shoot, because I have not yet finished all the photos I need for the different outfits, because it was just one outfit shooting in different locations, but it was just one outfit, one hairstyle. There wasn't much versatility there. So that was the I think that was the second photographer I worked with in South Africa. I did not have a very good experience. Like, that guy was so unprofessional. He didn't even know how much to charge. Like, he was like, even when he wanted to charge, he was even Googling how, as he was telling me that he's charging a certain amount, he was like, okay, so let me just write it down for you and get prepared. I'm like, in Malaysia, when I would go for modeling gigs and somebody comes and approaches me, I would say, okay, these are my rates. Are you okay with my rates? If they're not okay with it, we're not doing the shoot. If they're okay with it, we're doing the shoot. It's straightforward, straight to the point, per hour, whatever. Which makes sense, it's professional, you're upfront about it, and you're real. But then all of a sudden, once you've done all the work, you start saying, oh, okay, charge. Do you see how unprofessional that is? Very unprofessional. Very, very unprofessional. But what pissed me off most was the fact that he wasted my time. Because I would have done so many shoots with 2 different outfits. And now I know that the next photographer I get is going to be a professional one who has been into this photography shit and knows how lighting works and knows how to do maximum productivity with minimum effort. Because I've had like really, really bad experiences with certain photographers. So the first photographer that I had actually wasn't really a photographer. He was just a friend of mine, but he had an iPhone 7, no, an iPhone Red. So we just decided to take a lot of pictures, and we were staying in the same complex and stuff, in the complex I was staying in with my cousin and stuff like that. So when we were taking a photo shoot with this friend of mine, it was pretty cool, it was dope and stuff like that, until there was drama with that particular family and stuff. So he stopped helping me out, but it was a great design. Shoots, our first video shoot, he sent me the video, but we did a shoot the same time we met up. We did a photo shoot, and on top of that, I also paid for and my me English photos and the video and whatever. Yet he's just an upcoming photographer, doesn't know proper lighting skills, doesn't really listen to what I want and stuff. So like, there's so many errors that he made as a photographer that just messed things up. So yeah. And now there's this. Now the one that I got now is bailed out on me today. It's like, I've just had like bad experiences with photographers in South Africa. I don't know, like, I just have a problem with how unprofessional. Like, do a gig for you, and I was willing to pay him, and want us to do this work. Can you edit 1,000 videos in 1 week? Didn't think that he can do it. It's gonna take a lot of time for him and stuff like that. I asked him if he could do it or not, and he didn't do it. Well, he said that it would have to take him minimum 2 weeks. And I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, nigga, this is an opportunity for you to make money as a photographer for the first time, because you don't even have a portfolio, you've never made with photography, and you're acting like this and saying that you work with time. That was when I was like, fuck this nigga, fuck this shit. And yo, how do you do that? Like, how do you do that as a photographer? Guys, I've had so much friends with who I was thinking of working with. He said fucking nothing, like nothing to do with first at the same time. I have to both careless, cook food and stuff. All this makeup, hair look went to waste. And it's so sad because like, there are really, really photographers out there. Unfortunately, they're not in South Africa, which is sad. In Malaysia, I had quite a bad experience and stuff. But now I'm like looking back and I'm just like, I shouldn't have been like a very cocky model and stuff. I made it very hard for people to get access to me. To be accessible as a model. But hey, this is what happens. But yeah, I guess this is like the process and how things go in life. So in life, you always get what you want. Well, not that you don't always get what you want, but like, things don't always go as planned. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to like figure out how I can do everything on my own. But then again, like my housemate still hasn't moved in because I wanted to ask her if she could help me out, like with taking some photos because I really wanted to travel to Santon City to do a photo shoot and stuff. And I felt like, with Santon City, you can't just. I could go and take a tripod to take the pictures on my own, but like this is South Africa. Like you don't know what's gonna happen. Somebody can take your phone while taking pictures of, or somebody can like things can happen, eh? So I'm just like I'd need my friend, and then again, like sometimes that area, Santon City, I don't know why, but it's like there's this security guard who came up to me when I was doing a photo shoot um near Santon, and he was like, sorry, this is a private area, you're not allowed to take photos here. I was just like, what the fuck is this guy saying? Anyway, let me just move. So yeah, it was kind of like awkward for me because I'm like, that has never happened to me when I was in Malaysia. And besides, people always take pictures in nice areas and post on Instagram or social media and stuff. So I'm just like, why is it a problem for this dude? Supposing I was actually staying in the hotel there, which I am going to, stay there or sleep there for a few nights or so. Because I also plan on doing photo shoots in hotels and stuff like that. So today is just a stressful day for me, honestly. It's hectic. It's one of those days where it's like, fuck, it is hard to get a photographer. Guys, yo, hey, I feel like, and this is like the first person I'm hiring. I'm just like, if it's so hard to get a photographer, how hard, I can imagine how hard it is to hire 20 people or 100 people or, or I don't know, manage 500 people in a company and stuff. Like, it is so hard to be like an upcoming entrepreneur or like be self-employed or be on your own because like it's very hard to like get the right people to work with you. Then again, I also feel like I haven't really been out there. I'm always at home. I feel like I could really meet nice people in person that are willing to help me out and stuff like that. But even like I've been so cautious about how South Africa is. Like even going out, I don't go out as much because I'm just like, okay, what if I get in a car accident? Or what if somebody steals my phone? Like I'm so cautious. Even when it came to like finding an apartment to stay in, I had to make sure there was security, and that was number one, like safety, security. I could have the choice like take public transport or take a taxi, but instead of doing that I am taking Uber because I'm just like I'm all about security and all that stuff. So that's what has been happening ever since I came from Malaysia. And I also see the value of Uber because I got a lot of free rides from Uber. Even here, like I also get free rides from Uber, like Uber for being a loyal customer. So I'm so loyal to Uber. Um, yeah, but that's what's up for the day. Like that's what's really up. I don't know, but I think God will bless me with someone who is really dedicated and willing to help out and see potential and stuff. Sometimes I feel like some people are just there with you when you're struggling and suffering, and they pretend to be like they're supporting you, but they are just there with you because you're suffering. And when things do happen for you, that's when they have a problem with it. And I have a feeling, because I've lost a lot of people, you know, when when it was a tough road for me, when it started becoming a tough road for me, and when things weren't really working well for my dad and stuff. And, I have a feeling that I'm going to lose more people when I do make it or pick myself up through the journey and stuff. So I just have that feeling. But the people that have stayed throughout the 3 stages, like when things are good, when it's a rainy day or a storm, and when sunshine comes back, stuff like that. I feel like the people who have stayed with me in all stages, those are the people I'm going to keep for a really, really long time. That's when you can like really tell people are real as fuck, you know? I actually feel like this is a blessing for me being in such a situation. I feel like it's a really good blessing because it has really exposed a lot of people in my life, and people have shown me their true colors and stuff like that. So things happen, things happen. But then they're also really, really good people. Like, you get, as you set goals for yourself, you'll meet really amazing people. When you're losing the people that you knew before, you're gonna meet new people, and who are gonna better your life and become a better person. It's gonna open so many doors for you and stuff. So yeah, like, if you ever plan on, like, you know, chasing after your dream, doing what you love and all that stuff, don't feel discouraged when so many people just try to drag you down or put you down and stuff like that. Such things like this, they really, really, like, put me in depression mode, because I'm just like, fuck, I could have gotten so many photos for photo shoot. Things would have worked out well for Wanna Joy Lux. And the clients are quite demanding. They're asking for so many things and blah blah blah. And all that pressure, it kind of like sets me back because of how this can really, really put me off. But I know there's some people who might be in my kind of situation, and they'll be like, okay, I'm done, it's over, I don't think I'm gonna do what I want to do, like, I'm gonna give up, and I'm just like, don't give up, I'm still pushing, you should too. Hey, like, just try to like enjoy the journey, try to enjoy the struggle, the hustle, and try to enjoy the process of becoming someone. And that's why I want to go live on YouTube every day to like share with you guys the process and how it is in real life. Like, it's not always going to be sunshine for me and stuff. Like, no one's life is perfect. Today is seeing me in makeup, but the next day you're probably gonna see me with no makeup. So yeah, that's just how it is. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this live video, and yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Bye guys.